Right, so I've soaked my stone for 20 minutes and you can see that it's flipped, but I've got 1,000 and 3,000. You want to start on the higher grit, obviously. And then you soak the stone so that it absorbs the water, because otherwise, as you're going, you spray water on it and the water won't actually sit on top. It'll soak into the stone and you'll just be sharpening on dry stone. If you have a stone that you've used oil on, you can't then use water on it. You have to keep using oil, which is all right, but it's better to use the water. And this is my blue carbon knife. So it's pure carbon Japanese steel. And then you wet your stone and you want to find which side your burr is on more. So when you drag your finger over the knife, you'll feel the burr, you'll feel your finger drag more on one side. So for me, it's on this side. So that means I'm going to sharpen on this side. And I'm just going to sharpen until I feel the burr really build up. This knife is really sharp. It doesn't really need sharpening, but I want to get it laser sharp. So, and for you, like finding your angle, for me, I just know that it's about there. You can stack probably 2 10-cent coins under it, or I feel on my finger, I don't know if you can see, just kind of halfway between the first crease on your finger. It's about there. Japanese knives, you want 15 degrees. Western knives, like a European or an American steel, you want 20 degrees. You want to sharpen at the angle that it's forged at, but basically you just go back and forth, putting a little bit of pressure and holding on the blade of the knife. You don't want to hold up here because you want to hold here. And and then as you get to the tip of the knife, because the tip's just a little bit curved, you just lift your arm up, keep your wrist locked, and then you just kind of find that sweet spot. So for me, the knife's sharper back here because I use the tip of the knife a lot when I'm chopping. So I need to sharpen that bit a little bit more. And as you're going, just spray your whetstone. But keeping my wrist locked at the same angle and just lifting my elbow up to get that higher, same angle, but just a higher reach on the knife. You'll find what angle is best because you'll sharpen it and it won't get sharp, and you'll sharpen it again and it won't get sharp, and you'll just find your angle and you just keep your wrist locked the whole time. So like a duller knife, you'll need a long time on the 1,000 grit. You can go lower grit if you're really dull, but 1,000's usually fine. Just spend a while getting that burr, and once you feel that burr, like I've got a good burr there, you want to go over to your other side, learn to sharpen with both hands. You don't want to be going, this side and then switching it to this side and then switching it to this side. You want to use both hands. Same angle, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you do 10 strokes, and I just do a couple on the tip as well. And one stroke is up and back, up and back. And then you go 10 on this side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And just a bit on the tip as well, just to make sure you're getting that. And then I go to 8. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, just make sure you're getting that, the tip of the knife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And then 6. Two, 3, 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you go 2, 5 times. So 2 on each side, 5 times. So 1, 2. 1, 2. And depending if the tip of your blade is curved, so this is a little bit, you're not going to get the tip by sharpening flat. I don't know if you can see, but the tip of my knife doesn't quite hit the stone, so I need to just lift it a little bit. So I don't actually remember where I was up to. But you'll feel the burr. If you ever forget where you're up to, you'll feel the burr on the knife. So 1, 2. 1, 2. I think that's 3. 4. That's 5. And then we go 1 5 times. So then it's 1. 1. 1. I think this is the last one. I don't really kept count. I'll do one more. So it doesn't really hurt. And then we swap to the 3000 grit to polish it. So you want to polish the blade. Spray it. So then it is 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. And like you'll feel a huge difference on the stone. Like this goes so much smoother. I think that was 8. 6. And if your knife isn't getting sharp, you're sharpening at the wrong angle. You've got to get the right angle. All about finding that angle. If I would start with some, Master Chef knives, basic kitchen knives to get your angle right. 3, 4. And then we go to 2. So then it's 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2.
Yeah, we've got to work out whether you want the upstand to be white or you want. You've got to have it. And we've got to figure out how much distance between the back of the stove and all that stuff to be able to get to it.
And pretty much what you're trying to do is just pass the burr from one side to the next, to the next, to the next to get rid of it. You don't want a burr on your knife. So then it goes 1. And as I'm going on these, I'm lifting my elbow at the end to just get that tip, so I don't have to go back and get it. So 1. I haven't counted how many I've done. Do one more. And then what I do at the end is I just try and
I think you have them a little al dente in the middle.
make it random as you're going. So try and get rid of that burr. I go, and then I'll go back, and then I'll go all the way along, then I'll go all the way along, go all the way back, and then I'll do that side, and then I'll do another one like that. And you just try and kind of keep it a bit random to just really get rid of that burr. And you'll hear that noise, that means that you're kind of doing it right, that noise.
spray it across.
And then you'll feel the knife. I can feel a bit of a burr on that side still, so I'll just go back over. Feels alright. Just keep it a bit random. This is the same sort of steel as your knife, so it's super easy to sharpen. It sharpens super sharp if you get it right. And
I knew that was happening.
it'll be similar to your knife. Like, your knife won't need sharpening for probably months, just in home use. You know, even if you're using it every day, you're only using it for 20 minutes. I use this knife for like 2 hours every day, so it needs a lot more sharpening than yours. But it'll come up super sharp when I do it, because I've got my angle down. I've practiced on a lot of shit knives to get the angle right. And then what you want is a leather strop. So you can get one that's on a paddle, so you just hold the paddle and strop it, or you get one kind of like this, which is like a butcher's strop. It's probably less ideal for home use, but it works. And you do the same thing, but you just go back and forth, and you want to go from the top of the strop down the whole length of the blade, and then up the whole length of the blade. You want to be doing that motion on the strop. So it's not going forwards. It's not going forwards. You're not cutting into the strop. You're going along the strop, and that will just get rid of your burr. It'll polish your knife up. It'll just make it really nice. So it will just, and it's the same angle. You want to keep the same angle. You might notice bits of your strop come off, bits of the leather cut a little bit. That's normal. Just wipe them off once you're done. And you just want to give it, 3 or 4 runs each side on the strop to really get rid of that burr. And the strop is kind of how you sharpen your knife. So you can use a diamond or a ceramic steel, but it's going to be a lot easier to just use the strop, and it'll polish your knife as you do it. So that's pretty well sharp. Like, I can feel a bit of a burr on this side, but it's not too bad. Just want to knock that burr right off, which it's pretty much done. And then bit of paper. Super sharp. Super duper sharp. And the best way to test, roll your paper up and oh, we got it. Oh, there, sticky tape. I've only got masking tape, it'll do. It's sticky enough. And then I just want to.
Yeah.
Nah. If your knife is like crazy sharp, it'll just slice straight through paper like that. But obviously I'm not that good yet. But to be able to slice through paper like that, I mean, that's sharp. So